Dawn breaks over a rugged North Atlantic village, where the first light of day gently pushes away the lingering shadows of night. The sky is painted in soft gray and delicate rose, a watercolor of promise that stretches above the quiet rooftops and restless sea. The air is crisp, tinged with the briny scent of salt, and the distant cries of seagulls echo through the silent cobbled streets, signaling the start of another day by the water. Down at the harbor, colorful fishing boats, each one named for a beloved wife, daughter, or mother, bob gently on the calm water, their hulls reflecting the soft morning light, ready for another day's work. Jean-Luc, a seasoned fisherman whose hands are weathered by years at sea, moves along the docks. His yellow rain gear stands out brightly against the muted tones of the morning, a beacon of tradition and resilience. He methodically checks the ropes, ensuring every knot is secure, then starts the engine of his boat, the Étoile de Mer. With a practiced wave, he signals to his fellow fishermen that the day's work is about to begin. Other fishermen join him, exchanging brief but warm greetings, their camaraderie evident as they load bait, mend weathered nets, and share a few quiet jokes before the hard labor ahead. The harbor comes alive with the clatter of gear, the rhythmic thud of boots on wooden planks, and the low hum of engines rumbling to life, blending into a symphony unique to fishing villages. The sharp tang of diesel mingles with the salty sea breeze, creating a unique perfume that marks the start of every working day in the port. As the sun climbs higher, boats pull away from the safety of the harbor, their bows cutting through the shimmering water as they head for the deep offshore grounds where the prized lobsters dwell, hidden beneath the waves. On shore, villagers gather to watch the departure, their eyes following the boats with hope and silent prayers for a safe return and a bountiful catch, a ritual as old as the village itself. This daily departure is more than routine. It is a ritual of hope and courage, a testament to the enduring spirit and quiet bravery of those who seek their fortune from the unpredictable Atlantic. For Jean-Luc and his peers, fishing is more than a job. It's a legacy passed down through generations, a way of life that binds old and young together in shared purpose. The rhythm of life here is dictated by the ebb and flow of tides and the changing seasons, a timeless dance between humanity and the vast, mysterious ocean. As the boats become mere specks on the misty horizon, disappearing into the morning fog, the story of the lobster catch begins anew, full of uncertainty and promise. The day has just begun, but for these fishermen the adventure is already underway, a journey shaped by tradition, hope, and the endless call of the sea. Across Europe's rugged coastlines, the quest is for two of the continent's most prized lobsters, each with its own unique allure and story. These are the blue-shelled European lobster and the formidable spiny lobster, both considered true treasures of the sea. The European lobster, known scientifically as Homarus gamaris, reigns in the cold, rocky North Atlantic waters. Its striking indigo shell is a marvel of nature, turning a brilliant red only when cooked, a transformation that signals its readiness for the table. With its large, powerful claws and sweet, succulent meat, it's a delicacy that graces the menus of Europe's top restaurants, celebrated by chefs and gourmets alike. Meanwhile, the spiny lobster, or Palinurus elephas, thrives in the warmer, sunlit waters of the Mediterranean. It's prized for its tender, flavorful tail meat and its impressive spiny armor that protects it from predators. Both species are culinary treasures, highly sought after and fetching premium prices at bustling seafood markets and lively port auctions, fueling a multi-million-euro industry that supports entire coastal communities. A single large blue lobster can command over €100 at market, its value driven by both its rarity and its reputation as a symbol of luxury dining. This ever-growing demand pushes fishermen to invest in advanced equipment and venture further from shore, braving unpredictable seas in search of the perfect catch. Yet the high value of these lobsters comes with a weighty responsibility. Fishermen must carefully consider the impact of their harvests on the delicate marine ecosystem. Overfishing and habitat loss threaten the future of both species, so responsible fishermen strive to balance profit with respect for the ocean's natural limits, adopting sustainable practices and releasing undersized lobsters back into the sea. The story of European lobster fishing is about more than just money. It's about tradition, stewardship, and preserving a precious resource for generations to come. The future of the fishery depends on this delicate balance, ensuring that Europe's blue and spiny treasures remain part of its coastal heritage. Lobster fishing is an art, refined over generations. It's a tradition that connects families and communities to the rhythms of the sea, passed down from old hands to new. The main tool, the lobster pot, is ingeniously simple, yet highly effective. Its funnel-shaped entrances are designed to lure lobsters inside, making escape nearly impossible once they enter. This clever design has stood the test of time. Baiting begins on shore, where oily fish like mackerel or herring are packed into mesh bags and carefully placed inside each pot. The strong scent of the bait is irresistible to lobsters, drawing them in from the surrounding waters. A well-baited pot is key to a successful haul. Fishermen inspect each pot, making sure the bait is fresh and securely fastened, knowing that attention to detail can make all the difference. At sea, fishermen head to rocky grounds, setting pots along ropes called strings, each marked by a unique buoy. These locations are chosen for their promise of abundant lobster based on years of experience and careful observation. Precision is crucial to avoid tangles and ensure pots land on the seabed in just the right spot. Each movement is deliberate, a result of practiced teamwork and skill. Pots soak for 1 to 3 days, their scent slowly spreading through the water, drawing lobsters from the depths and crevices of the rocky seabed. The waiting is a quiet gamble. Will the ocean be generous today? As the sun rises, the crew watches the horizon, hoping for a bountiful catch. Fishermen trust their knowledge, their bait, and a bit of luck. They share stories and strategies, drawing on years of experience to improve their odds. GPS and experience guide them back to their buoys, where anticipation builds with every passing moment. Each buoy is a marker of hope and hard work. Each haul is a test of skill and patience. The moment the pot breaks the surface, everyone holds their breath, eager to see what the sea has offered. The ancient design of the pot, unchanged for centuries, remains a testament to its effectiveness. Generations of fishermen have relied on this simple yet ingenious tool. The sea holds its secrets until the pots are raised, revealing the rewards of patience, skill, and tradition. The day of the haul is filled with hope and uncertainty. Fishermen return to their buoys using a gaff and hydraulic hauler to lift heavy pots from the depths. Each pot breaking the surface is a moment of truth, sometimes full of feisty lobsters, sometimes empty. Sorting is fast and demanding, with thick gloves protecting hands from snapping claws. Modern technology, GPS, sonar, and hydraulic gear, has revolutionized the trade, making it safer and more efficient. Yet tradition and instinct remain vital. Reading weather, understanding currents, and knowing lobster habits. The fusion of old wisdom and new tools defines the modern fisherman. Technology helps target the best grounds and reduce environmental impact. But at its core, lobster fishing is still about skill, intuition, and respect for the sea. The balance of tradition and innovation keeps the industry alive. The lobster industry's future depends on a healthy population. Strict rules, minimum landing sizes, protection of egg-bearing females, and marine protected areas are enforced across Europe. Every lobster is measured. Undersized ones are returned to the sea unharmed. Buried hens, females carrying eggs, must also be released, sometimes marked with a V-notch to signal protection. These measures ensure young lobsters mature and replenish stocks. Marine protected areas act as nurseries, allowing populations to thrive and spill over into fishing grounds. Regulations can be tough, but most fishermen understand their necessity. Conservation is a shared responsibility, balancing short-term sacrifice with long-term prosperity. The rules are not just restrictions, they're investments in the future. Sustainable fishing is the only way forward. Sustainability goes beyond rules. Fishing communities actively partner with scientists to protect the ocean. Fishermen share knowledge, participate in stock assessments, and test new gear to reduce bycatch. Biodegradable escape panels and pots prevent lost gear from becoming deadly ghost traps. Education programs promote stewardship, passing conservation values to the next generation. When communities embrace sustainability, rules become a shared commitment, not a burden. Many European lobster fisheries are now models of sustainability, certified by organizations like the Marine Stewardship Council. Eco-certification brings both environmental and economic rewards, as consumers pay more for sustainable seafood. Good stewardship is now good business. Back at the harbor, the catch is swiftly sorted and kept alive in seawater tanks. The best lobsters, primes, fetch top prices, destined for luxury restaurants worldwide. Buyers, exporters, and local businesses all benefit from the day's haul. The fishery's profits ripple through the community, supporting families, local shops, and services. Much of the catch is exported, reaching global markets within days. Specialized logistics keep lobsters alive from dock to dinner plate in cities like Shanghai and New York. Export revenue sustains coastal economies and funds investment in safer, more efficient fishing. The lobster fishery is the economic engine of many villages, connecting tradition to the global market. For these communities, lobster fishing is both livelihood and legacy. The journey from sea to table is a story of hard work, pride, and global connection. Despite high rewards, lobster fishing is fraught with challenges. The North Atlantic's unpredictable weather can halt fishing for days and endanger lives. Rising costs, fuel, maintenance, insurance, squeeze profits while market prices fluctuate. Climate change brings new threats: warming seas, shifting lobster habitats, and ocean acidification. Fishermen witness these changes firsthand, adapting as traditional grounds become less productive. Overfishing and illegal practices threaten stocks and fair competition. Competition for ocean space from wind farms and shipping adds pressure. Navigating these challenges requires resilience, adaptability, and unity. The modern fisherman must be both business savvy and environmentally conscious. Survival depends on innovation and a strong voice for the industry's future. European lobster fishing is a story of resilience and identity. Skills and traditions are passed down through generations, anchoring communities against modern storms. Today's fishermen blend ancestral wisdom with new technology, adapting to survive. By working with scientists and embracing conservation, they manage the sea, not just harvest from it. This sustainable model proves that prosperity and stewardship can coexist. The fishery's success offers hope, a blueprint for balancing nature and industry. As the sun sets, the cycle continues: risk, reward, and respect for the sea. The legacy of the lobster fisherman endures, a symbol of the timeless bond between people and ocean.